get a little bit of discussion going about how the experience was to VIP watching the entire rally. And believe it or not, when you're actually watching the rally, you can see the rally from atmosphere at night, and you can see all the lights on. It's actually the coolest thing ever when we first saw that. When CIG introduced, I think it was Penatech version 4. This was about, I think, 3.16 or maybe the year before, but we were able to see a lot of the lights at night and seeing everybody racing was awesome. So it's been great. That Noble, holy, hey, congrats on your finish there, Noble. Congrats, man. Seriously, you guys did absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, guys. So absolutely incredible. Congrats on your finish. A lot of great teams this year, man. Man, I'm so happy. A lot of people are so happy that they finished, that they completed. So it's been great. It's been great so far. All right, we got Brams. He's on tactical AOE. So let's go take a look at tactical AOE's team. So tactical AOE, this is going to be Team Red Wings here, all the way from the U.S. We haven't, I've really been trying to kind of mention more teams from outside the country, but this is like one of the first teams. I mean, I did mention a lot of U.S. teams, but one of the first teams I talked about, but from the U.S., we got Stickman, Polecat, Tactical AOE, and Razorburn. This is their first year in the Daymar Rally. They're using the C2 Hercules and only putting in 5 spare vehicles. So, you know, I think they should be fine with just 5 spare vehicles in the buggy division. But yeah, shout outs to this team. They're doing very good. So shout outs to the Red Wings. I wonder if you guys are all from Detroit. Are you guys all Red Wings fans? Y'all from Michigan? I'm just wondering. Yep. Sorry, Brahms. I'm sorry. Sorry, Brahms. But anyways, Brahms, they're doing a great job at keeping up here. But again, shout out to our camera team, man. Super happy with everybody. It's incredible what we can do with a camera crew and everybody flying ships instead of having a spectator mode. This is absolutely love the camera team, man. They do a great job. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so we also have, I believe we have another buggy team that is going to be almost 32 kilometers away from the finish, but we are currently watching tactical AOE from Team Red Wings. And guys, just remember how much, you know, we've had over 30 plus countries competing. We've had a little bit over 700 racers competing as well in this year's Daymar Rally. We had a little bit over 212 teams. We had over 2,400 you know, spares, vehicles, all included in this year's rally, with how many teams we had. So a lot of spare vehicles. Security had their own ships, so over 1,200 vehicles, over 2,400 vehicles being 2,600 vehicles being spawned in just one, in across 10 servers. Pretty crazy. So, but yeah, if you guys are here for the first time, I'm going to say this once again. Let's go ahead and, well, we'll go through the interview again. But if this is your first time watching, welcome to the Daymar Rally 2094. This is an endurance race taken on the Daymar Route in the Stanton system, and you can race in 3 different divisions. You can race in the bike division, you can race in the buggy division, and you can also race in the truck division. It depends on which division you race in. It takes a certain amount of time in order to get from the start to the finish. It takes anywhere, like bikes today, finish in around 2.5 hours. Buggies finish in around 5 hours and 40 minutes, and then trucks will be finishing in around the same amount of time as the buggies, in around, I think, 6 hours or so. So a massive endurance race in the moon of Daymar here inside of the game, Star Citizen. So if you this is the first time, welcome. Actually, IG to pull stats from Daymar. I know. I mean, we already have all the stats because we already calculated everything, and how many spares they're gonna have. We technically did already do that, and a lot of teams, what they do is that they'll they'll fill up their entire they'll fill up the entire what do you call it? They'll fill up their entire ship, put all the spares in, and then set their ship somewhere else, so that way they can spawn it with all the vehicles inside it. So yeah, I mean we have all the data ourselves, so it's kind of neat. To ask them. It's great. How do they know where to go? Very great question there. So in the game, there's something called box missions, right? There's box missions like 2 or 3 or 4 box missions, and those box missions that you get, it gives you a marker, and then with those box missions, you can actually share those box missions with everybody in your party. So once they have the box mission and you share that quest or that mission in your party, they'll be able to see those box missions. So once we do that, we place the box missions, we put one in Eager Blast, we put one in Cooper 4, and that's how they know exactly where to go. But remember, teams have support ships, so the support ships are also guiding their team in order to race and get from the start to the finish, because there is a checkpoint that you will not be able to see with a box. That checkpoint, you need to be able to find it with your support pilot, because you need to kind of drive under it. So there's it's very tricky, man. A lot of racers sometimes they do race solo, but it's very tricky because they need to be able to find that checkpoint echelon, which is pathetic. So, but here we go. I think we have Aiden Ariana here ready to go. Hey, how are you?
Trying to see out of the way of the cameras and all that stuff, but yeah, it was great.
Were you guys also talking to like the other VIPs as well that were on the ship while you guys were flying, and how did they feel about just being on the 890 during that time where we started the race?
Yeah, it's always so we had people from Equinox on there, and a few others, and of course there's Joran and Stim from Yacht Club 2, and so for a while we just spent time in the bar while we were kind of waiting for things to get going, and then when there were some of the bad actors we actually were engaged with for a little bit. We had guns going, and I even got to fire off 7 of the missiles from the 890 when I was flying, so it was interesting.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it is the dirtiest race in the verse, so yeah, things got a little heated for a bit there, but we were on for the long haul. I think we were on for 9.5 hours of the event, so it's definitely an endurance race. I can't even imagine for the tension the racers feel during it, So yeah,
that's actually incredible that you guys flew that 890 for that long. A lot of the times VIPs are, yeah, after 6-7 hours, I'm good, but being up there for 8-9 hours, that's actually pretty impressive. So but I think you did recording it, maybe not Ariana, and if you did record it, where are people going to be able to watch this experience of the VIP 890? Are you gonna put that up on your channel?
Sure, I'll put a video out on my YouTube channel, and there's a bot out there for now, but it was only for part of it, and then I ended up just recording the rest because we were kind of flying around and leading away some of the bad actors and things. So it was interesting. There was a lot going on, but yeah, the security team was fighting hard and doing a good job, and yeah, this race is amazing. Like being part of the 890 as a guest, then as a refueler on another team last year, and then now flying it myself was interesting. But I think next year I might want to actually race because it's going to be
Oh
neat to
wow.
be able to do that and stuff.
You you have no clue how much I love having a good group of women come together to race. You need to get some of Ted the Gamer, Audrey, you gotta get them all in here so they can race. I
That
want to
would
see
be
an entire
awesome.
race.
I would love it.
Get
Yeah.
Galactica to race, like get everybody to race. I would love to see it all come together because I mean I don't know how much time y'all have on a Saturday, but it's gonna maybe by
Right.
next
Yeah.
year we have those servers running and we can hopefully not be here for 30 hours. But hey, I still love it, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's a great time. I'm very grateful for everyone who puts this together. There's so many people involved.
Landing gear
It's a
deployed.
massive undertaking, and just the patience that a lot of people had to have for this for today
Yeah.
in particular with it getting a later start. Um, I don't know. It's still so cool. Where else? I can't even explain this to friends, like what I do and what I get involved in with this game, because you just have to experience it to understand it and how cool it is when you kind of can pull it off. So it's awesome. You guys did a great job. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. Like a lot of people, like all I saw today in some of our chats was like, "Oh, you're wasting our time. You waste." I'm over here like, "Hey, man, when we told you, that's why we have disclaimers and tell
Yeah.
people like, hey, the game is the game. It's things are gonna happen if you are not. Tell people you better take the entire day off. Like I've been up
Yeah.
since 7 a.m. It's 9 p.m. already 14 hours, but I'm kicking. I'm loving it. I just want to see these racers, finish and to get praise from you guys, and I hope you guys had a great night in the VIP ship. And I hope that whether you race next year or whether you are back in the VIP ship, you just have a great time, like you did today. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely be back. So thank you.
I guess we did talk about the experience a little bit, but was there any specific moment, during the VIP ship that just kind of blew your mind away, or that is something that you're gonna remember for the rest of the time that you're playing this game? I just like asking that question because I want to know what unique experience you had that's gonna allow you to remember, these type of moments for a long time.
I guess for one thing, the 890 at the end did show the battle damage of what it being the dirtiest race in the verse was like. So it was kind of funny. I even mentioned that in the that it held to me to be in this thing. So it was pretty cool. But then also there was a moment where because we had the later start, people were not checking as much to drink, and I had to revive somebody who had gotten badly dehydrated, and I had a
That's
bit of a
awesome.
bug with the tractor beam moving them, so my hand kept going like this while trying to carry them to the hangar and or to the 890's medical bed, and just it was a trip because we were banging them against every wall possible, and it was yeah, it was hilarious. It was a good time.
Wow, wow. That sounds incredible. That sounds awesome. Well, we're gonna try to find more ways definitely in the future to get some more VIPs and on these ships so they can kind of experience what you're experiencing. So but if you do race next year, I know I watched you play a lot of Rocket League, and I know when you're determined to do something, you do a great job at getting that done. So I'm very excited to see, you race if you do. But I think a lot of the times, a lot of people, make their decisions closer to like how the servers are running, maybe towards the end of the year, and that's when a lot of
Yeah.
people start to sign up. But yeah, I look forward to it. Well, is there anything, is there anything you want to say to the community that's still watching out there that, anything you want to say specifically at all about just Star Citizen in general?
I guess the main thing is that if you give this community a chance and if you plug yourself in with a group, with an org, with other players, that's the way to really experience the game. Don't judge it based on hopping in by yourself and just trying to figure it all out. This is a particular experience like nothing other that you need friends. You need to be able to go out into the verse, get rescued at times, and things happen. But honestly, the bugs that still happen in this game make some of the funniest and amazing things happen. And every single night you play this game, every single time you hop in with friends, it's a different experience. There's so many different gameplay loops that you can jump in and do. And I mean, it's my main game. It's the main thing I play. Couldn't even tell you what's on Steam right now, and I used to play tons of other games, and it's for me it's nothing but Star Citizen and Rocket League, and then messing with the stuff I have behind me. So that's about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Maine and Ariana, I really appreciate you coming on and, just talking about the 890 jump experience with me and chatting it up a little bit. Before you go, of course, where can people find you? Let people know where they can find you and maybe, talk to you about the 890 jump experience or maybe even see some of your content.
Quantum drive is now
So
on.
my main website is aidenariana.com, and so I'm an IT lead architect by day, so I have tons of websites out there. I also created Star Citizen, which is a miniature version of Star Citizen that you can play in Twitch chat. So that's out there, and you can check that at starcitizen.com. So there's a bunch of different ways to find out info. Maiden Ariana is my social name everywhere, so that's another thing. But when it comes to Star Citizen specifically, there is a 400i giveaway I'm doing. If you go to the maidenariana.com and go to all my links at the top, you can fill out a little form that I've been running that giveaway since CitizenCon, so when I was there. But
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you coming on and just sharing some of those stories. And I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully racing in 2955.
Absolutely. Thanks. Love you guys.
Thank you.
You do a great job.
Love you too. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a great time, a great interview there with Maiden Ariana. I absolutely enjoyed, loved talking to her. So incredible person. Met her at CitizenCon. Just lovely heart down to earth. So awesome. She was able to experience all of that stuff during this Daymar Rally 2954. But let's get back to the business, ladies and gentlemen. And again, by the way, guys, when you guys see Crunchy, call him a deserter, okay? Call him a deserter, and he's gonna ask you why. And then you're gonna tell Crunchy because you left Crucian casting by himself. So when you guys go to Crunchy's stream, maybe tomorrow, just call him a deserter, okay? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do that. I love Crunchy to death, man. He had some family stuff, so I completely understand. But we got some definitely the buggies. I believe the buggies are all completed now, and the 1 hour timer is all done. Here for the buggies, but overall we still have some other servers that started with the buggies late. We still got the truck servers as well that should be almost completed here fairly soon. So we have a lot of teams, Skyline Racing that we're gonna see here soon on server 6. We still got a lot of racing, but we're almost there to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna stick it out all together. So when is the halftime show, bro? We passed the halftime show like 5 hours ago, man. So I think we've been live for how long? 12 hours. But let's get some updates on the truck leader right now.
Hydrogen fuel
Yeah, we're
is
just
at
12 hours. So it's halftime show
75%.
like 6 hours, guys. All right. I don't know what we can shake around here, but if you're looking for a show, it ain't gonna be here, man. Well, you got the Daymar Rally show, which is some incredible racing and some teams going at it. But overall, congrats to all the buggy teams. Let's see who else finished here. A and Stun Goblin finally finished here. I think I said earlier, Prisma Dynamics. Let's talk about Prisma Dynamics real quick because it's a team I haven't really touched on. So let me look. Prisma, I can't spell chat, but Prisma Dynamics Racing, another team from France. So their support ship was a Starfare, very smart move there. Driver, Crash Country, Lornard, Black Dragon, and Stendhal. So that's you guys. This is their second year competing in the Daymar Rally. So they're not, they're not rookies, but they're amateurs. But shout out to them, sophomores here in the Daymar Rally, and hopefully they were able to. They didn't finish last year, finish this year. So shout out to them for finishing up. So right now, let's see who we're looking at. Seven. Who is seven spectating right now? Let's take a look. We are looking at Qualstar from Rock Ramps, who is currently 10 kilometers away from the finish line. So we're looking at Rock Ramps right now in the second division. We just did a couple of interviews with them, but while we're here and waiting for some people to finish, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the interview with our managing director, Corsair, who tells a story about how the Daymar Rally was formed, along with how how the Daymar Rally boosted Apple Esports. But we got, before we go, we'll have Vincenza coming through. I believe we have one more racer, which this is going to be. We are currently looking at Skyline Racing Team 1. So let's take a look at Skyline Racing Team before we go into the interview real quick, so we don't miss this. But Skyline Racing Team 1 from Germany, we got Con Solo, Mr. Green Sauce, Konar, and Mr. Eggy Fluff? I don't know, man. I don't know. Why y'all gotta give me difficulty with these names, guys? Okay, I love you guys, but dang. Dang, man. Come on. Like, making me rough with these names, guys. But shout out to Skyline Racing Team all the way from Germany. And then right now we're looking at Red Legion Racers one more time. So, guys, let's go take a look at this interview with Corsair, our managing director, and we'll be right back while you watch the race at the same time.
The idea that kind of started the Daymar Rally was and also there was some things coming out around that time. It was Cyclone was on the roadmap and it was coming, so I kind of created it out. Traction, and over the course of 2018 we marketed it a little bit until it was on its way. So it was just an idea based on what was getting released in Star Citizen and what watching the Daymar Rally grow over 6 years. I never imagined that the Daymar Rally would be larger than it is from back in 2018 to see where it is now. I think it's basically become the most community stuff event. I never would have guessed that. It's just grown from strength to strength. Every spectator participation has doubled, and it's extremely humbling to what now. Obviously, it's kind of it was the basis of what it was. The Daymar Rally still has quite a lot of evidence to come, so as far as the future of the Daymar, there's still a lot of rumors today. When we initially got information about the Daymar Rally, it was kind of a futuristic walkout and some of the other things that have included in the race, which we currently still don't have. Vehicle repair came in as an example. Basically, we probably emulate something similar to the Daymar Rally, where you have a racing vehicle, spare vehicle long existent, and it now has to land on this vehicle for the course of the race. So as far as their mechanical system included, added to the Daymar Rally, there's still that can happen. So it still has a system kind of evolution happening right now. We added things this year, we add every time a patch releases. So there's still a lot more to come, and I just think it will do that. I think Star Citizen community. If you're looking for something to do in Star Citizen and you're fairly new to the game, or even if you haven't really involved in community events within Star Citizen, I think that Daymar Rally is a perfect example of everything that Star Citizen is trying to do with the gameplay. So it comes to, you know, getting a team together and jump in with your friends or mates and something together, something that has, you know, a goal in mind and can take up a lot of time. Demo Rally is definitely fits a lot of those bills. So, you know, if you want to hang out with your mates for a whole day and do a community and race against other people and compete against other people for a common goal, I think the Demo Rally is perfect for that. I think it shows exactly what Star Citizen is and kind of built for. I think it's a good thing. I would like to say to everybody that's watching at home and to the community that's helped, you know, make this happen, and all the staff. It's what I do every year. I thank everybody, and I will continue to do that every year because it takes a lot of people to make this race. There's a lot of stuff in the background, 300 odd staff, and obviously we have everybody involved in the Daymar Rally, upwards of 800 participants, right? You know, 200 teams racing. You know, there's a lot of people involved today. Without it, what it is. So, you know, massive thank you to everyone who's involved, everyone who's watching online, at home. It is a spectator experience, and yeah, I can't be humble enough where it has come and who gets it now. Unexpected people come along, and it's just made this event special today. I hope everyone enjoys watching Rally today, and we'll see you at Daymar Rally in 2025.
We are back here, and the Red Legion racers are almost to the finish line. I apologize for that, but thanks, Corsair, for telling us a little bit about the Daymar Rally and how it started and how you felt about what is going, etc. But thanks everybody for hanging out with me here today in chat.